Hello, everybody. How are you? Thank you guys so much for hopping in to our info session that we've put together for you all tonight. We are going to be sharing some phenomenal things that our company is releasing here in the next couple of weeks, as well as things that we have already in place that have changed the lives of so many people, including the people in this very Zoom session tonight, who are going to share with you powerful testimonies of what our systems, our products, and our memberships have done. So, what we are going to do is we are going to be talking about some of our health and wellness products. We are going to be talking about our new upcoming launch coming up in July on our peptides. And we are going to be sharing some powerful testimonies on some of these products and how they have impacted people's lives in very little time. And that just goes to show you the proof of what our products can do. So, my name is Valerie, and I am a teacher. I am a certified mindset coach, and I am going to be co hosting this event with you. And I have been with Trinant for almost a year now. It'll be a year coming up now in July. And I want to pass it over to my wonderful business partner, Miss Jen Laurie. Now, Jen Laurie is a certified holistic nutritionist practitioner, and there is nobody better to talk about these products than Jen because she has had so many years of experience incorporating natural holistic wellness remedies to solve health and wellness problems. She has been with Trinant for years, and she has been working with myself and my team and helping us develop the knowledge and skills so we can pass that along to the people that we are introducing these products to. So I am excited to introduce Miss Jen Laurie. She's going to take it over and start talking to us about these wonderful products for you to hear about and how they can impact you and your life.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Val, you are so amazing to work with. Val cares and loves her team so much, and she gathers them together and she's like, "Okay, what can I do for you now to help you reach your next level and help you impact more lives?" And I absolutely love that about her is she's a real team player. She shows up all the time with a smile on her face. She is amazing at speaking and sharing information with us and sharing tools and support systems. Val is behind some of the systems that we use in our business every day. She may have only been here a year, but she's made a huge impact and is leading a very fast growing team right now. We're very excited about that. So thank you so much, Val, for introing me. I am excited now. I saw this information, not all of it, because we've expanded the offering, but I saw this information 3 years ago, just a little over 3 years ago, and my mind was blown. One, because the products, I had been searching for products in the health space that would create this kind of impact. Because as a holistic nutritionist, I absolutely knew the power of whole food nutrition and what it can do inside the body. I knew the potential was there, but I couldn't find a product that matched it. I couldn't find a product that would have the impact because bioavailability matters. The sourcing of ingredients matters. How it's put together to work synergistically with the products matters. And maybe you're just like me and you're like, yeah, tried that. Marketing was great, but didn't feel any different. Have you ever felt that way? Yeah. And then you're like, you forget to take it because you don't even feel it. And then when you forget to take it, you don't feel any different. You're like, maybe it wasn't even doing anything. I don't even know. Right? I spent years doing that. And then I dove in and took a course and learned. I got a certification in therapeutic supplementation. I was like, okay, now I can actually read a label and know what I'm looking at. And that is really how I found Trina is someone shared a couple of products with me and said, "Can you read the label and tell me if this is something that's like good and I should take it?" And my jaw hit the floor. I was like, "What? Who is the formulator of these products? I've never seen anything like it. Like this is actually going to create an impact." And then I had a personal experience with the products, and that just like lit my heart because I was like, oh my gosh, I know so many people that this is going to impact. And we're going to talk about that one product in a few minutes here. We're going to talk about that one product, but let's dive in. I'm going to open up my slides and share a little bit more about what we're doing here. So, what we're doing, we're on a mission to impact a billion lives for good in our first 30 years. That is literally our mission statement. We are creating impact in multiple areas. One, health. We're helping people travel better for less money. We're helping people create income in their families so they can have more time with their families. The most valuable resource. Would you agree that time is our most valuable resource? It's literally the only thing we can't recreate. Like we can recreate money, we can recreate stuff, but we cannot get time back. And that is, to me, is truly what this opportunity of creating extra income is having extra income buys you choices to have more flexibility so that you can spend that valuable resource with the people you love. And then the fourth pillar we operate in is impact. We're really looking to help support our communities by serving, by going out and serving in our communities. And that is something near and dear to my heart. Um, we call it Lift Where You Live. So, Lift Where You Live is an initiative that around the world we are giving back and spending our time serving in our communities. And I just really, really love that pillar. And I love that it's an actual aspect of our business that we promote and share, talk about, and do. So, let's dive into the health. Okay. So, we have wellness solutions to serve everyone. We have women's products, men's products. We have gut health products. We are helping people with their have weight management tools. We're diving into the peptide space next month. We're going to talk about that in just 1 minute and what that looks like. But we are helping fitness athletes. We are helping athletes. We're helping people get back into fitness by giving them their mobility back, bring the inflammation down in their body, right? We are aging people backwards when it comes to beauty. And by the way, aging backwards with your mobility kind of helps too, right? Being able to move better, that kind of makes you feel younger too. We're talking energy, how to get more energy naturally, because we live in a population that just like thrives on caffeine all day long, energy drinks, coffee all day long, which then just burns our adrenals out and actually does the opposite. So we're talking about how do you build energy at a cellular level to create that fuel, our food, turning our food into fuel in our body so we could actually have energy, like true energy, not stimulant energy, right? I love that. I love that we own the whole thing where we are in control and make sure the quality is there, the service is there. We're formulating. We have a CGMP certified manufacturing, which means that everything that you see in the product is in the product. We have third-party testing to make sure that there's no contaminants in there that are going to endanger your health. Because one of the things about supplement industry is it's not regulated. So it's really important that you are looking at products that are third-party tested because it's not always what it says it is in the bottle. It's kind of a shady, unfortunate situation. But we do that third party testing, and we also have the CGMP certification in our manufacturing facility, and I absolutely love that. So we're going to start by talking about gut health. Gut health is the foundation to all things. Have you heard that? Have you heard that like gut health is super important? Why it's important is if we're not accessing the nutrients from our food and able to absorb those nutrients and utilize those nutrients, what do you think happens? Well, of course, we're going to become nutrient deficient, and every function in the body has a nutrient pathway. And if those nutrients are not flowing through the pathway, it interrupts the function. The function is not able to do what it's meant to do, which is where the problem is, right? And so a lot of us have gut issues for multiple reasons. It can come from stress, like chronic stress can cause it. It can come from pharmaceuticals. It can come from poor eating. It can come from illnesses. Childhood illnesses can create those. It can even have a component of genetics in there. So, how do we support gut health? Because it's really important that we are supporting gut health. So, we have a product that supports every phase of digestion. Every phase. I had never seen anything like it before. Most products on the market that kind of call themselves a gut health product is going to be some probiotics. You've heard of probiotics before. They've been like the topic of discussion in gut health for a long time. But here's the thing that probiotics miss. If you're not actually breaking down your food, how are you increasing the bioavailability of your food? You're not. So it misses the first stage. The first stage of digestion is breaking down the food. If you're not able to break down the food with the enzymes, because whole foods, live foods have enzymes in it to help break it down, right? When you stick an apple on the counter, it's going to rot, right? Those enzymes are going to start breaking it down. But like if you've ever seen, I've seen like videos and stuff online of like McDonald's burgers sit there for in a package. Have you ever seen that? And someone like opens it up months later and it's not even rotting. It's crazy, right? So, if we're not, and as we age, we are not making the enzymes to break our food down properly, or our enzymes are being used for healing processes in our body. And when we don't have enough enzymes to break down our food, we can experience bloating, indigestion, heartburn, food sensitivities, excess inflammation in the body. Because if we're not breaking down our proteins properly, we end up with uric acid, which creates a systemic inflammation all over the body. If we're not breaking our fats down, we're going to become deficient in those fat soluble vitamins. 80% of our hormones are made in our gut. Our neurotransmitters that help us feel mentally well are made in the gut. Our immune system lies in our gut. Autoimmune conditions, IBS, Crohn's, all these things stem with how do we support the gut? Let's get to the root cause. That's what I love about Enrich is it really supports that root cause dysfunction. So it helps with all of the things because it's actually targeting support in every phase of digestion and every organ along the way. And that's why it's so powerful and people feel it fast. And I absolutely love that. So
We're
I
going to
do
demonstrate the
quick
power of the
video.
Enrich
Quick video for
enzymes
you to
using a
see.
snack pack pudding. As you can see, it's a solid. I turned it upside down here. I'm going to take one of these enzymes, crack it open, and stir in these raw enzymes that also have pre and probiotics. We're going to make sure this is really stirred around in here. These enzymes are designed to be taken before meals, so we're breaking down the carbs, the fats, the sugars, and the proteins so the body can actually absorb all the nutrients from the food and help with digestion. And so as you can see, this pudding is already going through a change. And literally in just about a minute and a half, it took a solid pudding and it liquefied it. I love being able to see the products that I'm taking every day work right before my eyes. And that's one of the great features of Enrich is we get to demonstrate the power of enzymes here.
Absolutely love it. And you'll see here, we actually have a private Facebook group that you can ask the person who invited you to watch this. You can ask them to give you access to that group where we have hundreds of thousands of people sharing their stories, their personal stories of what they were struggling with, and then what products helped them in those areas. So we can see that this is not an isolated instance of one person having success. I know, Val, you had great success with Enrich. Do you want to share just like give us 2 minutes? What was life like before, and what kind of impact did this make on you? Because I know this was like one of your hero products.
Yes, this was my powerful testimony product is Enrich for sure. I suffer from chronic gastrointestinal problems. Everything that Jen said I had. I have to keep Gas X, Pepcid, Tums in my nightstand, in my purse, in my car. Like I could not go leave the house or eat anything without doing that. And when I finally decided to try Enrich, it was oh my gosh, I remember the first day I had a slice of pizza and I immediately went to go grab my Tums, but then I stopped myself and I was like, well, I'm gonna go try Enrich. Let's see. I popped two Enrich and I immediately felt the bloating start to disappear. And I was just like, my jaw literally dropped. I was like, oh my God, this actually worked. And so now I'm addicted. I carry Enrich with me. It's in my purse, it's in my car, it's in my nightstand, it's in my I do not go without it. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you saw my head look down. I just ran out of Enrich, and that never happens to me, but luckily I had bought a bottle. I literally text my husband and said, Enrich is in the mailbox. You need to go get it for me right now. So, yes, it has completely transformed my life. I no longer feel bloating. I no longer have acid reflux. I no longer feel the horrible gut issues that I have felt for most of my adult life. Um, and that is a true powerful testimony to how amazing my body feels now.
That's so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. And I know that this is like, again, it's not isolated. So many people struggle with gut health. I feel like everyone, like for me personally, I was on antibiotics for the first 7 years of my life. I was very sick as a child. And so, like, of course, my gut is going to be a little jacked up, right? And there wasn't education back then about how to support the gut health to ensure that, like, the antibiotics didn't cause long-term problems, right? And so, I know for me, and Rich has stopped all. As you get older, sometimes, and even entering into perimenopause, you guys, gas can become digestion changes in these years. And gas, embarrassing gas can be one of those things. And I am so grateful that I no longer struggle in that area because my body is breaking things down properly. Because one of the things I mentioned, if you don't break down your proteins properly, you can end up with more inflammation. Absolutely. But the other thing that happens if you're not breaking down your proteins properly is it starts to ferment in your gut, which is what creates that bad gas. Like it's so bad, right? Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad I don't deal with that anymore. Okay, let's jump into our next product pack here that we're going to talk about. So, metabolic support, super, super key. If you guys didn't know, I want to talk to you a little bit about what metabolic health is because metabolic health is so important. And most people look at metabolic health and they just think weight management. And what I want to really impart upon you tonight is that it's not about weight management. Weight management is just a side effect of metabolic dysfunction in your body, or should I say weight mismanagement. And so, what it stems from is blood sugar imbalances, blood pressure issues, cholesterol issues. And why those things are happening is because of metabolic dysfunction in the body. And now the experts are saying that metabolic dysfunction in the body is this it's the root cause of all chronic illness and disease. Because at the core, what metabolic health actually means is how does your body convert the food you eat into the fuel for your cells so your cells can perform the functions that they're made to do. That's the most basic explanation of what metabolic health is. And when you hear it like that, you probably go, oh, that makes sense. Why it would be the root cause of all the things. Because if your cells can't perform the functions they're made to perform, we're going to start experiencing symptoms. And some of those symptoms come up as like insulin resistance. And one of the things that happens with insulin resistance, just so you know, insulin resistance can go on for about 15 years before it's caught on a diagnostic test with your doctor. So the symptoms start creeping in, but we're not connecting the dots. And what this set does is it helps manage your blood sugars. So one of them is a capsule that transforms glucose from your food into fiber. So 50 to 90% less blood sugar spike. That's huge. So that's going to bring the insulin requirements down in your body, which is going to help with your hormone health. It's going to help with your sleep. It's going to help with uh, your hunger and appetite. And then we have the Activate, which targets all five metabolic markers. It's like a natural GLP-1. It's going to improve that natural production GLP-1 that regulates your hunger and your satiation and your blood sugar. It ramps up an enzyme in your body that turns your metabolism on. It's all about the signals and supporting those signals. So you'll see here, I know Val, I just like you have such great story. I can't help but want to share. You share like you guys, Val lost 5 inches in 5 weeks, but only a couple of pounds. Because this is not just like this weight loss magical cure. This is supporting the body on so many different levels that it's not going to target like most health products that target like a weight loss component. You lose muscle mass and bone mass and all kinds of stuff. With here, you're preserving your muscle and burning your fat. So most people actually lose inches before they lose weight, which is ultimately what we want, right? You want to feel better in your clothes. You want to feel the less bloat. You want to have better energy. You want to be sleeping better. You want to have the mental clarity. You want to feel like you're getting your life back because as we age, sometimes we feel like things are just out of control and we're like, I don't even know where to start, right? And this is just one of those products that can create big results. Now, here on this page here, these are two of our friends. And I want you to look at this, but I want you to take note of a couple of things. This was not a rapid overnight weight loss. This was long-term, consistent use of the products over the course of a year, correcting the dysfunction in the body, helping them regulate their hunger so they could intake the food properly, digest the food properly, absorb the nutrients properly, and perform the functions that our body is made to perform, like build muscle and lose fat. So again, this is not a like overnight success. This is correcting long-term systemic problems in the body, in the functioning of the body. Now, this is my absolute favorite. Remember at the beginning, I said my favorite product. This here helped me in so many ways. This is not just your everyday collagen off the shelf product. This is a molecular peptide formula that has better bioavailability than any other collagen on the market, which is why we get the deep tissue results that no other collagen formula on the market is hitting. We're talking about bone density. We're talking about muscle repair. We're talking about connective tissue repair. We're talking about gut lining, arterial walls. You think like varicose veins and cellulite and that rebuilding of the tissues. And as we age, our collagen starts to deplete and we stop making it. And you know, when you get into perimenopause, menopause, the depletion rate goes up by 30%. Like it's insane. And this is the structural protein that is support system to our body. But most collagens are a cosmetic grade that are only going to help you with some surface area things like hair, skin, nails. This, oh my gosh, Melissa, I'm just watching you like nod because I know your story and I just like can't stop looking at your face because I'm like, oh my gosh, I know your story. But we have a special guest. We have a couple special guests here to share a brand new hot off the press story because we love when we get new stories of success because it's so important because really the basis of our business is sharing success stories so we can impact more lives. So I am going to invite Martina to kick us off with sharing this hot off the press story of success using our products. So I want you to share. I'm just going to throw it off to you and you go ahead and you share however you want to share.
All right. So I was going to share a testimony, but we have the amazing woman here with us to share the testimony herself.
I
So
love
I'm going
that.
introduce her in a minute, but a little bit of a backstory, how I know this incredible woman. I've been working with her for 5 years, maybe longer. It's been a while, as her massage therapist, working, towards her health. She's got a long onset diagnosis, which I'll let her talk about. Um, so as long as I've known her, I've always known her to be very active. She's a runner. She does her aerobics. She's taking care of her parents at this point. She's a grandma, um, two grandbabies and two more on the way, which I've had the honor of working with her beautiful daughters as well, through their pregnancies and postpartum, as well as her husband. So the whole family, just a beautiful family. I love them to death. But she is recently, very recently, just this summer, retired, as a teacher. So many years as an educator. So when I say this woman is a force, an unstoppable force, I don't know how she does it. Family, teacher, taking care of parents, and staying active, through her health issues, which is incredible to me. So when Val was reaching out to me to join this company, um, and showing me testimonies, I was watching videos, I was researching the company itself before joining. While I was watching these testimonies, Tammy is the first woman I thought of, like, okay, if these products are helping through all these testimonies that I'm hearing, if these products are helping them, then I have to get her on this stuff because I pray that it helps her as well. So getting her, I'm so glad. I thank God that she was very open-minded and listening to my gibberish when I first started, because I was so excited about all the products and how they were making me feel. And so yeah, she was all in, and I love it. She got her products in, and she just started taking them. And I am now going to turn the mic over to her so that she can tell you how she's feeling just after a few days of taking these products. So, Tammy, if you would.
Thanks, Martina. Wow, that was such a awesome introduction. You're so sweet. As Martina said, she's been working me and helping me with a condition I was diagnosed with, because massage therapy is very good for MS. It's interesting that you're talking about gut health because I see a functional doctor who they believe all disease is caused from leaky gut. And so I've been really watching my diet and trying to exercise, and I don't take medication anymore for it. And I was really doing well. But I had a setback. We went out of the country and I didn't take my vitamins. I didn't eat right. And my body, I came back, I was so inflamed. And this is before I started taking any of the products that Martina was raving about. And so I mean, literally, you guys, I just came home. I just got these in the mail on Saturday because Friday was a holiday and the mail we couldn't pick up till Saturday. So I started taking them on Sunday. One of the lesions I have in my spinal cord is on C3, which affects all my limbs, which is really scary for me. And so I started feeling a lot of pain over there, especially on the flight home, which I've never felt before. So I know it's inflammation in my body. So I came home. I know nothing about this product except Martina said it was good, and I trust Martina. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, Martina, because I trust you. Well, it said um, superfood antioxidants, and I know that's what thwarts the inflammation in the body that fights against it, from what my functional doctor says. So I'm literally so 3 days I've been taking these things, these products. I took Glow that first morning, and keep in mind my hands and my limbs are just my legs are hurting. I took the creatine and I took the coffee, the Brazilian coffee, which had biotin in it because I think I have a circulation problem too. And immediately, within 5 minutes, I had a little bit of pain in my elbow still, but it like just went away. Just and it was immediate. And I'm not even talking weeks. It was just so I texted Martina. I couldn't even wait. I see her Saturday. I couldn't even wait to see her to tell her. So I was like, thank you, Martina. I'm so grateful. So I am so grateful to hear, I mean, even just your presentation, Jen, all the great products. And I do take digestion things, but I think I'm going to switch to the one the Trinont one because that looks like it's better than what I'm taking. But I'm really looking forward to making my body feel better, and I'll be a testimony, and I'll be really on fire to share with everybody around me. And if I can help anybody too, that would be amazing. So Martina, I can never thank you enough. This is like huge. It's a life changer for me for sure.
Oh my gosh, Tammy, I'm so thrilled to hear that. That was the first time I heard you share your story. And Martina shared a little bit, but it just like touches my heart so much to hear your voice share it because how powerful is that? And now I can hear your excitement to share with other people because when we find something that works and makes us feel good, we just want to share it with people. And that's how I felt when I got on this collagen. I like the immediate relief that I felt, like by immediate, I mean a few days with the relief and the release that I felt that I was getting my mobility back, I couldn't help start thinking about all these people in my life that suffer and struggle even more than I do. I had a friend with degenerative disc disease. I was like, you need to try this. Tell me what happens. 3 days later, she's telling me she's not even taking ibuprofen anymore. And the girl was like downing bottles every day. She was like, man, I think we're from all over the place. I'm from up north. We got lots of snow in winter. She said, I went tobogganing, sledding with her kids. She's a single mom. Tell me that didn't make an impact not in her life, but also her children's life. Because she was not watching from the sidelines. She got to get down and play with her kids. Then I had another friend who was struggling. She had just had pelvic surgery and she struggles with MS. And I was like, you got to try these products. And in 30 days, she's no longer taking like the hardcore pain meds, nerve blockers that she was taking because she was sleeping fine and her body wasn't like feeling that crazy, if you know what I'm talking about if you've experienced it. I've never experienced it, but I have a lot of friends that I've helped with this product that have described it to me, and I can't imagine the struggle and like the lack of sleep you would get if you were in that kind of situation where your body's firing up, right? And so that alone, I was like, man, how can I not partner with this company and share it with more people? Right. And then I tried another product. Okay. So I am not a coffee drinker. Not a coffee drinker, you guys. I've never been one to drink coffee because from a young age, I realized I don't really like the taste of black coffee. It just kind of tastes like dirty water to me. I know some people love black coffee. That's totally fine. But for me, I was like, I don't really love it. I actually just like the cream and sugar in there. Well, that's not doing me any health favors, that's for sure, right? And so I never really got into drinking coffee. So when I saw this product and started hearing other people, now I'm a mama for, I at the time was homeschooling all my kids and energy was definitely not at my top game because I'm over 40 also. My mid 40s, entering perimenopause, energy's down, got lots of demands through my 4 children and life and business and all of the things, right? We all have lots going on. But I was like, I don't drink coffee. And then someone said to me, but they have a chocolate version. And I was like, oh, I do like chocolate. I like chocolate. So you can get it in coffee, chocolate, or at actually a peach lemonade. And I actually use this as a pre-workout now too. Absolutely love it. It's phenomenal for a pre-workout. I'm not a fan of standard pre-workouts that you buy because they often are way too high in caffeine. They cause heart palpitations that are dangerous. And so I'm not a big fan of or an advocate for those, but I do love this. And what it does is it elevates your energy. And when I drink it, I feel like the room clears up and colors are brighter. Like it's just the brain fog lifts, my nerves calm down, and I'm able to really focus and get things done and be more productive in my day. And I don't have to drink it all day long to get that result. Where, coffee, you kind of go like this. You're like, okay, time for another coffee, time for another cup. Oh, energy drink in the afternoon, right? This gives you what you need in one, and it's got a calming amino acid L-theanine that just kind of keeps you calm. I say, like all my teacher friends, I'm like, you need this because you have a hard job and you need the energy. If you're a mom, you need it. If you're a grandma, you need it. If you're a dad working a big, busy office job, like the high demands, if you live a stressful life, you need this. If you kind of struggle with anxiety and like just a busy mind, you need this. It's so good. It's so good. So, I'm just gonna share. I'm gonna share real quick again. Oh my gosh, these buttons are moved again. Okay, let me figure out what I'm doing here. There we go. Wrong button. There we go. Here we go. We're going to get back to this here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't even share this yet, but look at these results from the collagen. Like skin, what happens on our skin is often a reflection of the inside. So if you know someone that has skin issues, very, very important to get on with gut health and collagen support, eczema, cystic acne, rosacea, cellulite, varicose veins, wrinkles, dulled skin, discoloration on skin, like all the things. This stuff is so good. Okay, so we're talking about, let's go back to Mojo here. Going back to Mojo, steady energy, you will see no crash, no jitters. One of the reasons why I never drank coffee is because it always made me feel like jittery and my heart would race with it. And it just does not happen with this. I just feel like Amanda says here, it's like a hug and a mug. It is comforting. It calms my brain down. It allows me to focus. I say that it actually makes me a better human because I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife. I'm a better community leader. I am just more patient. I'm more patient. I'm more calm. My mind doesn't race. So if you struggle with any of those things, this is going to be a game changer for you. Now, we are going to talk just for a few minutes about what we are launching into July. We are so excited about this launch. So, we are jumping into a partnership with a company that's launching in July called BellMD. Okay. This is a wellness partner that when you get started with Trinant, you have the ability to take advantage of this partnership where you can refer people to licensed physicians that will lead people to the peptides that are right for them, prescribed and compounded right in the US. So this is not overseas gray market crazy stuff that's happening. I don't know if you guys have heard about peptides, but it is all over my social media feed right now. Everyone's talking about peptides, but people are not doing it safely. They're not doing it through physician led. They're ordering it from like places that is coming overseas. You don't even know what's in it. What we're doing is different. So we are going to help people be guided to physicians that are going to walk them through, give them exactly what they need, the instructions delivered right to their door with continued support through the whole journey. So we are going to be able to, and this is a huge industry. There are people using peptides like you don't even understand. One, I just went through a whole training with my nutrition practice, with my partnership with my nutrition practice, and they were sharing, I don't know, there was pages and pages of studies, you guys. Did you know that 1 in 8 adults are using a GLP-1 right now? It's nuts. But we need to be able to support them through that process because there is a lot of things that can happen. And if done right, it can be used as a tool. But if done wrong, it actually creates a lot of health problems. And what we've discovered is that most people taking these therapies are not getting nutritional support. And that's where our nutrition side, the things that you just saw, it is so important to protect muscle mass, bone mass, gut health. A lot of people experience hair loss and things that we need the support in our body or we can become very nutrient deficient. So that is where we are launching into that space, which is going to create a lot of opportunity to share, get people the support they need through the journey, and also to create an extra area of income for yourself because people are doing it. 1 in 8 people. A lot of people are doing it. They need the support, and we get to be that support for them. So it's like a complete wellness ecosystem. And I absolutely am thrilled about that piece of it. Okay, let's talk travel for a moment. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up real quick here, but let's talk travel because I absolutely love the travel. Value have taken advantage of it, I think, even more than me. And I travel all the time because having a flexible business where you work online allows you to do that, which is the appeal of getting started with an online business where you can share the things that impact your life with others so it can impact their lives and be financially rewarded. So, what is this travel membership? Trinont Travel allows you to travel up to 65% savings at over 850,000 destinations, hotels, resorts, cruises, car rentals, you guys, condos. Let me tell you about condos for a moment. Have you ever sat through a timeshare presentation? Was it painful? I mean, the last one I did was in Mexico, and my children were texting me from their room saying, "Did you get kidnapped?" Like, and we really truly did feel like we were kidnapped. Like, we could not get out of it. And it was hours. Now, how would you feel about having access to over 4,000 timeshares without having to sit through a presentation or pay or buy into it? That is what our condo section is on our platform. Amazing, right? And so you can be part of this membership and have access to all of that. And here's the best part. Even if you don't use it, after 12 months of membership, you're going to get a voucher that's going to allow you to go take a free vacation. We're talking about selecting over 3,000 different destinations, travel when you want, when it works for you. Just click the button, and that booking is taken care of by that voucher. We're talking 1 week vacation, all inclusives. Like, do you know how much those cost these days? Gone are the days where you could like travel for a couple grand, right? Now it's like $3, $5, $6, $7, $8,000 to go for a trip for two to an all-inclusive for a week. Well, you could do that with your free voucher. How cool is that? I'm already planning my next one. We just launched this in October, so I'm planning one. I'm planning 2 different ones because I actually have 2 memberships, but absolutely phenomenal. So if you are into travel and you want to take a deeper dive into this and like see the comparisons, check back with the person who invited you to watch this because they can go on and do a Zoom just like this, but like we can go back and forth and compare prices and show you exactly. If you're planning a trip, you absolutely want to check this out before because the last family that I shared this with saved $1,100 on their trip to Mexico. $1,100. That is almost double the cost of 1 year membership. Like, absolutely phenomenal. I'm so in love with this program. Okay, you'll see here tons of people using it. We have helped people just since October. We have helped people save almost $1 million. You can go on our travel site and see we're keeping like a running total of how much money people have saved. $1 million. Can you even like grasp that? It's not even been a year, and we've already helped people save $1 million. It's insane. Okay, so how do we put all this together, right? We put all this together because if you share things that you love, isn't it cool that you can be financially rewarded for directing them to the things that are going to impact their lives? Whether it's their health, traveling more, or making extra money, whatever it might be. Maybe they need the support in the peptide space, right? So you have a replicated website that you do not have to manage or pay for. How cool is that? No monthly fees paying for it. Let me tell you, I have a website for my nutrition practice. Thousands of dollars every year get poured into that website. I am so grateful to Trinot that I do not have to do that over here at this business. Okay, no inventory management, no research and development, no marketing that you have to pay for. Like, absolutely phenomenal. You get to go out there and share it and just create the income. I love that. Now, if you are someone like me where you're like, I like building community, I like lifting other women up and men, but I love being able to lead, guide, and help people to a better life. I've been in this space for 16 years and supported my family through the hardest times with this business. And I absolutely couldn't feel more passionate about sharing that with others, because having flexibility and gaining that number one priority we talked about in the beginning, time, gaining that back and having a flexible way to create income. Most people start this while they're still working a full-time job. They build it in the pockets of their day, and within a few years, if they wanted to, they could create substantial enough money to be able to change career paths, do this full time. And sometimes you want that. And sometimes you love your career and you don't want that. And that's okay too. Maybe you just want to travel more. Maybe you want to create that nest egg so you can retire a little bit earlier, right? Whatever it looks like for you, it's possible here. And right now, you can earn up to $38,000 in your first 9 months on top of all of the bonuses. So we're going to dive in just for a minute and take a look at just what that might look like, whether it is our very first rank where you can make $250, which by the way, this month they upped it to $300, right? I didn't even talk about the Jeep. There's so many different ways you can benefit here. If you like Jeeps and you want to drive a Jeep, Martina just got her Jeep. Her Jeep is so pretty, you guys. It is bright red. She's driving a Wrangler. It's so pretty. And Trinot is paying her every month. Every month. When I first saw the Jeep program, I was like, I don't know if I really need another vehicle. We already had 2 vehicles. I'm like, do I really need another vehicle? And I was like, but they're going to pay me to drive it. Like, it's kind of, and now I look back 3 years, and first of all, having an extra vehicle was very beneficial. Having teenagers that started driving, so grateful that we did have a third vehicle. But now, 3 years later, you know that they have paid me almost $30,000 in the 3 years for my Jeep. My Jeep's going to be paid off, and they're still going to be paying me that extra Jeep bonus even after my Jeep is paid off. Right? And one of the reasons why we implemented the Jeep bonus program at the very first rank, by the way, is because our owners are super financially aware. And what they discovered in deep diving into people's situations is that a car payment is the second highest payment in most households. And they decided, you know, what if we could alleviate that payment off of their backs? What could they do with that money instead? Maybe they could invest in their future. Maybe they could more easily afford trips with their family, or extracurriculars for the family, or just food. Man, price of things these days. Even food is crazy expensive, right? So whatever that might look like for you, know that you could do this part-time, sometime. Whatever it works for you is what we build it out to be for you. You could take a look at this row here and decide where you want to land, and we can map out a path for you. If you have a work ethic and you're willing to plug into the systems we've already created for you, and you're willing to invest in your skill development and persevere to grow this, what you could create is unlimited, uncapped. And that's what I discovered in this space is like, man, nobody was going to pay me in the corporate world what I get paid here. I was an accountant in my previous work experience, and this has been far more exciting. I'll just say that. Far more exciting than the accountant path I took in the beginning, but also to be able to create the money based on what my work ethic is instead of just being told what that level was going to be. Absolutely amazing. So, okay, so oh my goodness, I just forgot. We're also in the midst of earning a free trip. So, just by sharing and working your business, you can actually earn a free trip every single year. We actually have multiple trips you can earn, but this is just one of them. We just launched our Elite Escape, actually launched, we announced that we are doing a free trip in Cancun in January, and we just started the earning process of this, and you could jump in and start earning that trip. We would love to travel with you, but let me tell you this, it is a trip for two. So as you're thinking about this, I want you to think about who do you want to take with you? You're going to earn this trip. Who are you going to bring with you on this trip? Who do you want to sit on a beach with? Because that's an important detail that you're going to have to figure out. So think about that. Maybe you want to invite someone. Okay, so we are here to support you with the tools training and really locking arms and guiding you. I knew one of the things that is most commonly asked is, am I going to get the support I need? I don't know what I'm doing. Absolutely. We lock arms. We're here for you. We guide you through the systems. Did you know that it costs over $10,000 to develop an app? And Trinette has given us an app for free that we have access to, and it has all the tools to make your life easier as a Trinette associate to share with others. It's absolutely incredible. We do events, we do leadership trainings, we have the marketing tools for you, recognition, rewards. It's so great. So right now, this is how you get started. Val, I'm going to actually let you, I love the way you share this. So I want you to share what these bundles are all about and what your favorite bundle is to share with people and why. And then, we'll tie it all up with a bow after that.
Okay, so my favorite bundle that I like to share is the Elite Bundle. And the reason why I love the Elite Bundle is because you are going to get the most bang for your buck in more ways than one. So, first off, right off the bat, you are going to be getting over, I think we calculated to like $1,200, $1,300 worth of products for only $939 now.
It's actually $9.99.
It's
Sorry.
$9.99. That's what I thought. I was like, that's new.
Yeah, this slide has a
Um, so $999, and you're going to get more value in just the products alone. But not only that, you're going to get a free ticket to one of our regional conventions. We have one coming up in September, and then we have our annual convention in March. You're going to get a free ticket for that. And you are going to get about half, more than half of the total volume that you need to get those bonuses that Jen was talking about. So in your first month, it's really 30 days and change because they give you the end of the month that you sign up plus the full 30 days of the next month to get your first rank of Jade. You need 1,300 volume points to get that, and you get 500 alone just by grabbing the Elite Bundle kit. So worst case scenario, you earn your investment back within 30 days and you get all of your products for free. Best case, you just jump started a business that's going to accelerate you in more ways than one. And that is why I love the Elite Bundle. That is the one that's going to get you the results the quickest. It's going to get you loving the products the fastest. And it's going to build the momentum that you need to build long-term success. So that one's my favorite. Now, I say the builder bundle is the one where you kind of want to wade in the water. All right, I'm kind of interested. Maybe I kind of want to try a few products, but I don't really know if I'm fully committed. So that's the one where I say, okay, then the builder bundle's for you because that's the one where you're just going to kind of play around. Maybe you might share it with a few people. You're going to try a few products. It'll take you a little bit longer to get the bonuses, but it's not it's not as simple and quick as the Elite, but it's still pretty doable within your first 30 days. That's the one I love for the middle bundle for $4.39. My starter pack is what I recommend for my discount buyers. My discount buyers are the ones who are like, you know what? Nah, I don't really want to build a business. I just want to live on the products. I want to get them at a discount. And I just want to take care of myself. And maybe I'll share it with a few people. And if I decide I want to do it later, I'll do it later. And that's my kind of dipping my toe in the water. I really just want to try them for myself and I want to save a little money. That's the starter pack. And that is how I recommend joining these bundles. And again, we have a bundle for everyone. We have a bundle for the people who just want to love on the products for a discount, people who want to try it maybe, and people who are like, you know what, I'm all in, let's do this. And that's what I love our packs.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so if you are watching this right now, I want you to get back to the person who invited you to watch this, whether you're watching live or the replay, and you tell them that if you are interested in some of the health products that maybe you would need some extra support, I want you to tell them, I'm a one. Tell them I'm a one. If you are interested in learning more about our peptide space, tell them you're a two. If you are someone who loves to travel and wants to travel and see more info on the travel, tell them you're a three. If you kind of like the whole picture and you want a piece of the action of all of it, you're probably a number four and you're probably thinking about getting one of those builder packs. So let us know if you're a one, two, three, or a four, and we will be happy to get on a call with you and map that out. Answer your questions, map out what it can look like for you. We'll listen to you and what your goals are, and we will create a personalized plan for you to build the business that works for you. So thank you guys so much for being on here with me. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Martina, for sharing. Melissa, I love seeing your face nodding and smiling all the time. We're going to get you speaking on one of these real soon because I want you to share your story too. But that is our time for tonight. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you for watching and take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.